Hey, I have taken too many melatonin pills last night. What's up? It's a culture detective here investigating your favorite animes. And today I'm going to be doing a quick anime review on an anime that I finally finished watching. And that is, of course, Watashi no Shiawase na Kekkon, or My Happy Marriage. Why the fuck am I watching this anime? Well, I don't really know. At the end of 2023, I was looking for good animes to watch because I wanted to make my year-end top 10 favorite animes of the year list. But yeah, one of the animes that was on my radar was actually My Happy Marriage, but I at the end decided not to watch it because from the reviews it didn't seem like a very good anime, and also I guess romance isn't my thing. I try my best to avoid romance nowadays because fuck romance, am I right? But you know what? After having watched Jujutsu Kaisen and other great animes, I decided to watch something mid to kill the time. That feeling when you've watched so many good movies and good animes and good TV shows, you gotta watch some garbage. So I decided to watch My Happy Marriage. I know it's not going to be garbage, but still, I wanted to watch something a little bit more mid. Also, my laptop is screaming. I really love it when that happens. So, My Happy Marriage is a light novel written by Togi Akumi, and it is illustrated by Tsukioka Tsugiho, and it is adapted into an anime by Kinema Citrus. So, yeah, this anime is honestly not as bad as I thought it is. It's honestly not that bad. I honestly, going into the anime, I didn't know what to expect. I know barely anything about the anime before going in. And honestly, while the story is very cliche, it's still very nice. The first half of My Happy Marriage season 1, or so it is about how Mio, a small, cute, innocent girl, is being abused by her family. It's being abused by her stepmom, her stepsister are abusing her, bullying her constantly, making her a servant, and her biological father just neglects her. She's had some rough times, so they decided to discard her and throw her away by marrying her to Kudo, who is this really cold blooded, strict, angry man. Turns out he's not a cold hearted, strict, angry man. Turns out he's a nice guy. He just has high standards. So, turns out it's a perfect marriage. The fact that Mio is being married away means that she gets to be set free. She gets to live a new life with better person, with people treating her better. And it's yeah, again, it's very cliche. It's a sappy melodrama with a lot of music. It uses music so much, sometimes it's a little bit annoying. There's also a lot of sad, painful flashbacks, but that results in a lot of wholesome interactions. It's very cliche, but it's still nice to watch. And another thing I'd like to point out is the voice acting. Ueda Reina is pretty good as Mio, but of course, the only reason why I kept on watching My Happy Marriage episode after episode is because of Sakura Ayane, who plays the evil stepsister. If she's starring in an anime, I'm watching it, okay? But one thing I'd like to point out is the character designs are really boring. They are really freaking boring. The strict guy looks like the most stereotypical handsome strict guy. The cute innocent girl is literally the most stereotypical cute innocent girl. Everything is very, very plain. But now we enter the second half of the anime, which I think is a little bit weaker. And again, I've said a lot of negative comments about the first half of My Happy Marriage, but honestly, it's not bad. While the pacing of the anime is a little bit slower than your average anime pacing, I still find myself being invested in the story, simply because I really wanted Mio to feel good. I really wanted to see her happy. I really want to see this wholesome marriage happen. And the second half, however, introduces this bigger storyline where, because Mio secretly has superpowers and Kudo has very powerful superpowers, the Emperor of Japan was like, oh my god, this marriage is happening, two people with powerful superpowers marrying into each other, that is dangerous. So I need to stop their marriage and ruin their day. And at this point, because superpowers play a stronger role in the story feels less interesting and less impactful as a result. However, I do want to point out that the last episode is really good because it has this trippy dream sequence. There's one point where, like, Mio sees herself in this nightmare, and then thorns start to come out of nowhere. And when I was watching that scene, I was like, okay, you know, I'll give you extra points if you make Mio grab onto the thorns and her hands bleed as she rips the thorns apart. And she did that. And you know what? I give you extra points. Respect for writing that scene in. Respect. But yeah, overall there are still some weird elements here and there, like the weird 180-degree turn for Mio's character. Up until the last episode, Mio was still a very scared, cowardly, I wouldn't say cowardly, I would say timid, scared, timid person who is very scared of being hit, and scared of being abused. But at the very end, she does this 180-degree turn, which maybe left my suspension of disbelief a little bit. But what's even stranger is this other character who is introduced as this weird antagonist who pretends to be a protagonist, who pretends to be a nice guy, and at the end he actually turns out to be a nice guy. So it's kind of weird, but again, minor complaints. You know, they didn't ruin the episode for me. I also find it a little bit unsatisfying that they didn't leave any room for a sequel. All the storylines are resolved. The whole Emperor getting angry, trying to hurt Mio thing is sort of ended on the last episode. I don't really know why. I think it's because the people writing and directing this expected this to get canceled after season 1. But honestly, overall, it's not bad. It is genuinely kind of enjoyable. I also think the art style is really nice. It's the Taisho period. So, you know, if you watch Demon Slayer, you're going to be familiar with this period of time as well. And yeah, I guess the only complaint I also have about My Happy Marriage is that it presents a very stereotypical and a very cliche image of a heterosexual relationship. You know, the guy being strong and strict and, you know, more physical, and the girl being more weak and cutesy and obedient and mental. It provides a very stereotypical image of heteronormal relationships, which is a little boring in my opinion. But again, minor complaint, not a bad quality at all. I'm giving My Happy Marriage a light 7 out of 10. So if you watch My Happy Marriage, comments below, let me know. Subscribe if you want more, and thanks for watching.